my name's Toby Poston, Director of Corporate Affairs at the BVRLA. We're the trade body for the vehicle rental and leasing sector. I'm going to talk you through some of the discussions and the issues we've been sharing with government across all areas of government, and also telling you about what our members are reporting from the coalface. Yeah, so for the rental sector, they've been hit by a complete drop-off in leisure bookings, but at the same time, they're having to fulfil quite a lot of corporate bookings, particularly with helping out some of the organisations that are playing an essential role in some of the key supply chain areas. So big surge in demand for things like refrigerated vans and vans for home deliveries and for keeping up supply chains with the NHS and areas like that. So for them, it's how they operate in this environment where their business overall is a lot down, is very much down, but they're having to also serve some really key essential services. On the leasing side, again, there's been a complete drop-off in activity for obvious reasons. And the key challenges that leasing companies are dealing with at the moment really is one of logistics. They've got lots of vehicles that are stuck at dealerships that haven't been delivered, and they've got lots of vehicles stuck with customers that haven't been collected. So again, for them, it's how they start sort of gradually getting back to business and getting some sort of movement in those supply chains. All our discussions at the moment really are about how there is some sort of return to, I think the phrase is business as unusual. So there's a lot of effort looking at how they can sort of redevelop those business processes and really embrace the whole concerns around social distancing and staff safety. Industry standards is absolutely vital, because I think as anyone involved in that sort of situation, this is a real fast moving sort of period of change, and you're looking for some sort of authentic, not necessarily accredited, but some sort of guidance that comes from some authority in that sector. And obviously the automotive sector is a very wide ranging one. You've got lots of different trade bodies ranging from SMMT to the NFDA to the NAMA that represents auctions to the BVRLA on the vehicle finance and rental side. So the more we can work together and give a set of coordinated guidance that's got all those logos on it, it's going to give people a lot more confidence that they're doing the right thing. The key point we've been trying to get across is that vehicle movements are allowed. The government is quite clear that it wants all supply chains, not just of essential goods and services. It wants all supply chains to carry on as much as possible. And that includes vehicle logistics. That includes collecting and delivering vehicles. Any business that is having trouble with making their payments, the first thing they should do is go and talk to their leasing company, explain the situation, and then try and come to a resolution that's appropriate for them. There's a lot of talk of 3-month payment holidays. That is sometimes the best solution, but not always. So always the best bet is to go and have a chat with your leasing company, discuss your situation. There's two main strands that we're trying to talk to government about at the moment. So on the one hand, there's the whole issue of liquidity in the market. So at a time when you're needing to provide customers with more forbearance support, it's really essential that that flow of funding, that flow of liquidity that the government is trying to put into the market, this 350 billion that the Chancellor was talking about, really filters down via the banks to the whole motor finance sector. And I guess the other one is around that sort of return to work piece, where we're trying to work with colleagues in the automotive sector and at government level about coordinating some sort of return to working in this coronavirus environment. So that's providing real high-level guidance that can be adapted to individual business situations. So that's going to be a really complicated, delicate piece of work, but that's something that we're really throwing ourselves into at the moment. And then finally, is around some sort of stimulus. We've known from the last financial crisis in 2008-9 that government is really keen to get the automotive sector back up and running at full steam quickly. They're likely to try and do something again. We feel they'll be really trying to link that to this decarbonisation agenda.